A multimeter is an essential tool. Other than the clamp meter, it's not going to do you much good unless you have test probes. This section, we're going to cover how to connect the test probes. Probes and accessories plug into ports. Ports are small holes found at the bottom of your multimeter. Multimeter accessories get plugged into these ports on your multimeter. Multimeters usually have 2 to 4 ports. The COM port is used for most multimeter measurements. In the field, this port is referred to as the COM port or the common port. The A port is used for measuring current, otherwise known as amps. The A port usually has a red color around the plug or the outline of the A, and it'll have a large A. The A port will have a number next to the port label. This could look like 10A. The number in the front of the A is the maximum current that your multimeter can handle. For example, your multimeter says 10A. You can safely measure current under 10 amps. The MA port allows your meter to measure more accurately small amounts of current. The MA port is not present on all multimeters. Some meters do not have the range to measure in milliamps. Remember, there are 1,000 milliamps in an amp. Some MA ports will also be used for measuring microamps. Microamp is 1/1,000,000th of an amp. Using a microamp gives you more accurate measurement. Similar to the A port, the microamp port, MA port, will have a number in front of the MA. This number is the maximum amount of microamps or milliamps you can safely measure while using the port. The voltage and omega port is used when you're measuring voltage and resistance. It is common for this port to be used in other measurements. You may see this symbol for capacitance, continuity, and even temperature. Okay, so now, what do we connect into these ports? Test leads. So we'll cover some of those now. Leads are long wires with 2 different heads at each end of the wire. One end of the lead connects to your multimeter port. It's usually the fatter of the two. The other end of the lead is used to touch the component you're measuring. The end of the lead that connects to the multimeter port will have a circular plug at the end. The other end of the most common leads will have a probe end. The probe is used to take a measurement with your multimeter. The probe has a rubber handle and a sharp metal point extended from the handle. You will hold the probe end of the lead by the rubber handle. Keep your hands as far away from the metal tips as you can. This will reduce shock. You will press the metal tips of the leads onto the component you are testing. Multimeters come with at least 2 leads, a black one and a red one. The black is going to be your common with alternating current systems or negative and direct current systems. And the red is going to be your voltage or your ohms. So far we've only covered probe leads. Now let's cover some of the others. Alligator clips are interesting. You use them for the same purpose as you do the probe ends, but they have a metal jaw that allows you to clamp onto pieces. Unlike the standard probe leads where you have to hold the end of the probe onto the wire, the clamps allow you to grasp the piece and test it safely. So quick recap in this section, you learned about the ports on your multimeter and you learned the common types of leads and how to connect them.